You may not believe this, but I strongly believe what I'm about to tell you. And listening to this one video could literally change your life. Yes, I may be in a strange place to film this video. Yes, I maybe don't look like your regular fitness influencer, but what I know is how I can retain an extremely amazing physique and have amazing health while being extremely busy with my businesses, traveling all over the world, and literally focusing on completely different areas of my life while I still look better than 99% of people. And you think you don't have enough time for fitness, this is definitely wrong. I'm about to explain you why. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video I'm gonna show you 3 hacks that no one talks about in the fitness industry, in the health industry. Everyone is completely focusing on very strange things and no one is doing the basics. No one is focusing on actually the important things you can do that doesn't take you any time, and you can focus on this while still being busy and traveling. If you're a busy person, you cannot lose a lot of time meal prepping, being on a very strict diet, eating very specific foods, training a lot, going to the gym, losing out at time. So guys, as you can see, I've been extremely busy since the last 2 years. I've had a lot of businesses, I've done a lot of traveling, a lot of networking, and I was still able to retain an amazing physique that, you know, dream body, movie star look that most people dream of and most people train and think that's something extremely hard to achieve and especially to retain. Don't think that's our genetics. I can tell you I had one of the worst genetics when I started training. When I was younger, I didn't have any genetic. I remember when I started training, all of my friends was getting in shape way faster than me. So I would say I have probably a medium genetic. And again, genetic is only important if you want to be a professional, if you want to step on stage. If you just want to look good on the beach, you want to have abs, be shredded, be healthy, you know, feel good, have that movie star body, everyone have enough genetic to do that. Easily, everyone, no excuses. I can guarantee you everyone have enough genetic to achieve that movie star beach body. Yeah, of course, if you want to compete, if you want to be the top 1%, go to Mr. Olympia, then yeah, you need genetics. But I'm sure you're not in this category probably, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so let's start and go to tip number 1. And that, guys, is water. So if you can see, everyone these days focus on eating healthy, but no one focus on the quality of water he's drinking, while at the same time our bodies are more than 70% water. So just imagine, like, you're eating all this healthy food, you're giving all this money, you're prepping and you're losing all your time, and at the same time you're drinking some shitty quality water. Wow, that's even more important than the healthy food. It literally doesn't make sense. Focus, like, no one is talking about these things and about the quality of water he's drinking. And nowadays in 2023, water supplies have never been worse. 99% of waters out there completely destroying your hormones, completely destroying your testosterone levels. And that's why it's extremely hard for you to lose that extra fat and gain more muscle. So what is important about water? So let's start first with fluoride and what is fluoride. So fluoride, you can find fluoride in tap water, in just bottled water, and also you can find fluoride in toothpastes and almost any toothpaste. So fluoride, what they say they use it for is they use it to whiten your teeth, but the only thing that it does is fucks up your hormones and fucks up your testosterone levels. Also gives you a lot of brain fog as well. So what you can do is change your toothpaste with a fluoride-free toothpaste. Another thing, again, stop drinking tap water because it's full of fluoride, heavy metals and stuff like that. So even if you have a filtration system, most of the times this filtration system is probably shitty. If you haven't spent $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a filtration system, then this system is definitely not doing a great job. I can tell you that for sure. So tap water, it doesn't matter where you live, it doesn't matter in which area you are and what they tell you. Yeah, tap water is good. It's not. Like, it is literally insanely bad. So doesn't make sense for you to eat all these healthy foods, do all these things, and then drink shitty water. Wow, I would say that's even more important. So what you can do is get the natural spring water, either from some brand who sells a natural spring water. If the bottle is glass bottle, that would be way better, of course. Or you can just, if you don't have enough money to buy a natural spring water brand, you can go out in the nature and just find a natural source and maybe go once a week or two and get water from there. And the other thing, which is the most, the easiest thing to do, but at the same time the most expensive thing, is get a reverse osmosis system. So you basically install that in your home, and this is the best system you can use to, literally filter your water. But again, it costs a lot of money. I would say the cheapest option of that is probably buy one of these brands of water. So whenever you're on restaurants, whenever you're traveling, you can easily, everywhere in the world, I have found these 3 brands, and I've done a lot of research. I can tell you these are the best brands of water that exist out there. So if you have access to any of these brands, trust me, it's worth investing extra $150 into high quality water. You can give that money easily on a weekend going out for alcohol, for a drink that literally poisons your body, but you cannot give this $150 to drink the highest possible quality of water. Like, come on. So that's the 3 things you can do. Literally, there's nothing else you can do. You either buy a 4K filtration system, you either have access to natural spring source of water, which almost no one have, or either buy a really good brand of water. So you either buy these 3 brands. If you know any other brand, maybe around your city, in your country, that you're sure it's good, it doesn't have fluoride, then you can go for it and try. Okay, let's go to number 2. So number 2 is fasting. So guys, your body is constantly processing foods 24/7. 24/7, your body is doing something. When you sleep, when you're doing your work. So you need to understand that a lot of energy goes into processing foods. So if you eat 3 times a day, 4 times a day, and you've been eating like that for literally years, if not decades, and you haven't have a normal day without eating for 1 or 2 days, it means your body just keep stacking on these toxins, and it never gets time for your body to actually get rid of it. Because what is happening is your body has an X amount of energy. So your body can either use that energy to process foods or get rid of all the toxins in your body. It cannot do both at the same time. For you to live, your body always is gonna prioritize, of course, processing foods, because there's no way you eat food and it doesn't get processed. As long as the second the food goes to your stomach, it starts to get processed. It is constantly processing food 24/7 for years, decades, and it never had some time to stop doing that, so he can focus his energy and sources to actually get rid of all the possible toxins in your body. So if you've seen, animals, if you have a dog, if you have a cat, you can understand that even any animal in this world can feel when his body needs this time. And you have probably seen your dog or your cat, if you have, some days it doesn't need to eat food or go and eat some grass. Any animal can understand that your body needs some time without eating food. But we humans somehow supposedly forget that. Another thing is, your body wasn't supposed to just wake up and eat. Like, breakfast, in my opinion, is the biggest scam and one of the biggest things that's holding you back from getting your dream physique. Your mind, even, we physically are not able to wake up and just get full and eat. If you think about, from millions of years ago, we use it to go hunt. We use it to wake up and we used to go hunt. And after we do some physical things, after we've done the hard part, then we eat. And all the animals you can see, let's say, for example, lions, they go, they hunt, after they eat, then they start laying down on the sun, they start chilling, and that's literally how life's been for almost any creature in the planet. So nowadays, we're doing completely the opposite. If you wake up and you have a breakfast and then you need to do some work, you're gonna be less focused, you have less energy, and just less motivation overall to finish your work. But you're also, fucking up your whole metabolism, fucking up your whole body. So one of the easiest things you can do, especially if you're busy, if you're traveling, is just skip breakfast, have some water, maybe some tea, coffee, and that's it. Just get straight to work and forgot about eating. You're gonna eat after 6-7 hours. You're not gonna die. Our bodies are designed to go literally days without food. If you think about just 100 years ago, was very possible for people when they go hunt, they maybe haven't killed anything, they haven't found any food. So it's very natural thing was for people and for animals to not eat food for a day, for 2, for 3, even for weeks sometimes. Our bodies are designed to not eat food if it's needed for even months. So not eating food for 1 or 2 days, it's literally nothing unhealthy can happen to your body. We're designed to go way more time without food than that. So what you're experiencing on a day-to-day basis, what you're experiencing this hunger every 3 hours, it's not actually hunger, but it's actually addiction to the food. You're actually addicted to the taste of the foods. You're not actually hungry. Especially if you're busy, if you're traveling, fasting doesn't take you any time. So if you're saying, yeah, I don't have time to eat here, blah, 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 bullshit, then you definitely have time to not eat. So that's no excuses. Everyone can fast. What fasting does is it cleans your brain, resets your energy, boosts your growth hormone, fix your metabolism. It's way easier for you to get rid of the extra fat, makes your body to functional properly, and it's gonna be way easier for you to get in shape and build muscle as well. So what I would recommend you, fast from 5 to 8 hours every day in the morning. Don't eat food 2 or 3 hours before bed because that's fucking up your sleep as well. And another thing, at least fast for 24 hours once every 2 weeks, which means at least 2 times a month you should be fasting for 24 hours. Since the dawn of human time, that's been extremely important for us to fast. Take that in mind. Don't focus on the really basic things, guys. That's really what's actually gonna help you. So let's go to the next point. And that is, again, something very simple that no one takes care again. The most important vitamin in human body, and 70% of people on earth are deficient on vitamin D. And I can tell you the other 30% are definitely some people in India, Africa, and probably some island countries. So if you're someone who lives in a first or second world country, and if you live in a big city, then I can guarantee you're not getting enough vitamin D. Vitamin D helps the production of testosterone, regulates your metabolism and all hormones in your body, which again goes to why is it very hard for you to lose fat? Why is it very hard for you to stay in shape and build muscle? And why for people like me, I know I do whatever I want, I eat whatever I want, I'm extremely busy, I focus mostly on my work, I don't even take care that much of fitness, but because my body and my whole hormones and metabolism is working the right way, that's why it's extremely easy for me to basically look good and be in shape very easily. But the problem here is it's not actually that easy to fix your vitamin D levels. It's not as easy as it looks. You can't just go once a week to the sun, or let's say once a month to the beach and spend 5-6 hours on the sun, get some tan or get some sunburn, and then you think the next day, boom, your vitamin D levels are recovered, because that's not how it works. If your vitamin D levels been decreased for such a long time, which is probably the case, then for you to recover your vitamin D levels, sometimes you need up to 8 or 9 months on constantly getting sunlight and constantly supplementing with vitamin D. 8 to 9 months, which, you need to be consistent with that. You can't just go out a couple times a week and that's it. It's gonna happen. So what I would suggest to you is supplementing with 5 to 10,000 UV of vitamin D a day. That's the best brand that I know and that I'm using. So again, if you think that's too much, it's not. I can tell you I've been supplementing with that since more than 2 years. I know friends who supplement with even up to 50,000 UV a day. So 5 to 10,000 UV is literally nothing. If you supplement with 1,000, 2,000 like most people do, that doesn't do anything. You're gonna need years, or if it's just probably not even possible for you to recover your vitamin D levels. Another thing is you need to spend enough time on the sun to get vitamin D, but not too much to get sunburn. So for 10 to 15 minutes a day, if you spend, you're not gonna get crazy sunburn. You don't need sunscreen, because when you use sunscreen, It's not just toxic for your body, but also you're not able to absorb any vitamin D. So spend 15-20 minutes a day shirtless, because that's when most of your skin are exposure. When you go out, even if you live in a sunny country, you're either in some buildings, you go driving by a car, or if you walk in the daytime, you're probably with clothes. So only your face and your hands are exposed, which is probably less than 10% of your skin. But you need to be shirtless, you need to show your skin for at least 20 minutes. Even if it's cloudy, still better than not. That's the 3 things, guys. Again, very simple things that doesn't take you almost no time. What I do is, for me to take the vitamin D, if I have some work on my laptop, if I have to do something on my phone, maybe do a call, I'll just do it while I take a walk on the sun. I'll do it while I'm on my balcony and I'm shirtless, so I can, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So that doesn't take time. Fasting 24 hours every 2 weeks, and of course fasting 5 to 8 hours in the morning doesn't take any time. Fixing your water supply, yeah, it maybe is gonna take you a day or 2 to figure out, but once you fix it, once you set it up, that's thing that you do once and then it's set up. So that doesn't take you any time. Fasting doesn't take you any time. Taking enough vitamin D, a little bit, but you can systemize it in a way which is also doesn't take you. You can also supplement as well. So if you just fix these things, you're gonna fix your hormones, you're gonna detoxicate your body, you're gonna improve your testosterone levels, they're gonna go up, which is gonna make everything way more easily for you to get fitter, lose the extra body fat and get in shape. Just by doing that, getting to the gym 3 to 4 times a week for 30-40 minutes, training focusedly, training hard, that's it. You don't need anything else. And you can easily stay in amazing shape while still being extremely busy and traveling. That's for today's video, guys. Please take notes. Don't just watch the video and don't do anything. Now I want you to get your phone out of your pocket, write these things down that you need to do after this video, and do it tomorrow. Fix these issues and you're gonna see a massive improvement in your fitness and health. There's zero excuses for you to not do these things. That's for today's video, guys, and see you in the next one. Peace!